Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another meal prep video. So in this meal prep video, I like to show you guys or kind of inspire and motivate everybody to hopefully meal prep and just kind of batch cook for yourself or your family. So that way during the week, it kind of frees up a little bit of time. I've been trying to, now that I'm on 12-hour shifts instead of 8-hour days, I don't need to prepare quite as much food because I don't work as many days now. So the days that I do work, I like to have food prepared so that way everybody has things to eat. And then the days that I don't work, I just cook on that day. But I really hope that these videos are inspiring and motivating for you guys to hopefully meal prep or batch cook for yourself and your family. But if you want to see what we're cooking today, then definitely stick around. Alright, y'all, so we are going to start off by washing our veggies and getting them cleaned up. And I am going to make some chicken and vegetable homemade soup in my Instant Pot. I'm gonna kind of cheat with the chicken, but whatever. I'm just going to throw some of this vinegar into my 2 bowls of water. And I don't really measure, I just pour a little bit in there, just enough to kind of get the bacteria and stuff off of the vegetables. And then I rinse them fairly well after they're done soaking in the vinegar water. So I have some zucchini. I'm just gonna cut up this onion, celery, broccoli. I'm gonna throw carrots in there. I will probably not eat the carrots in the soup, but I'm sure Oscar will want the carrots. You can have carrots on keto. I just prefer not to because they are a little bit higher in sugar, but I just prefer not to eat the carrots. All right, so I'm going to make chicken and vegetable soup in my Instant Pot. I'm just going to throw in this chicken bone broth, a couple cans of chicken because I'm a cheater. 1 can of this Rotel. This is the diced tomato and green chili. And some of this garlic. And then the rest of it is just the vegetables that I cut up. I'm gonna start out by putting in this chicken bone broth. I'm gonna add in this can of Rotel. Two cans of the chicken. A little bit of garlic. I'm gonna throw in these onions that I chopped up. I'm gonna throw in the carrots and the celery. All right, so I'm just gonna add a few seasonings. So I'm gonna add oregano, I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt, not a ton, because I did have to add a little bit of water. And then a little bit of cumin. Just gonna give that a little stir. And then we're gonna start this puppy up. All right, so I just popped the lid on there. I'm gonna put this on sealing. Then I'm gonna jump down here and I'm just going to put it on manual for about 15, maybe 16 minutes. And that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let that cook, and then when it's done, we'll do a quick release and we'll have some good soup to eat. All right, so the soup is done and it looks delicious. So this is what we can have for our lunches for the week. So the rest of the celery I just put in this bag, and Oscar can take it as a snack for his work with some ranch. The same thing with some of that zucchini and broccoli. I just threw it in a bag and I can cook this up during the week for a nice side, veggie side dish. All right, so I'm gonna make some chorizo egg bites for Oscar. I've made this before on my meal prep videos, but egg bites are just so simple and easy to prepare, and they're so simple and easy to take with you. So I'm gonna start out by putting 8 eggs in this bowl. Now I'm just gonna throw in 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna throw in a little bit of cheddar cheese. There's not that much left in here, so I'm just gonna throw the rest in there. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. I'm just gonna whisk all this together. Now I'm just gonna take my muffin tray and I'm gonna spray it with some cooking spray so they don't stick. Now I'm just gonna take this chorizo that I already cooked, because this is what we had this morning for breakfast and we had some leftovers. And I'm just going to fill the bottom of the pan with the chorizo. Now I'm just going to fill this with our egg mixture that we already prepared. All right, these are ready to go in the oven. I already preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and I'm gonna bake them around 15 to 20 minutes. All right, our egg bites are done. These are just such the perfect, easy to go, grab and go breakfast. Oscar really likes taking these to work, and like I said, it's just easy grab and go. So I'm gonna let these cool and put these stinkers away. So the next thing I'm gonna prepare, I'm just going to throw 3 chicken breasts in this pan. And I'm just gonna squeeze some lemon over it. And I think I'm just gonna do this Fiesta blend seasoning on top of it. It has jalapenos in there. It's a unique salt and vegetable blend. And I'm just gonna throw this in the oven at 350 degrees for around 15 to 20 minutes. All right, so our chicken is done. I'm just gonna let this cool and put it away, and we can use this to just eat or top salads with or whatever anybody wants to do with it. All right, now I'm just gonna prepare some salmon for the week as well. I have 3 pieces of salmon here. I have butter with garlic that I already melted in the microwave. I'm gonna put this over the salmon.
Garlic butter over salmon is my favorite.
I typically like to put garlic salt on there. I don't have any more. I need to buy some, so I'm just gonna use some salt and pepper on here. And then I'm just gonna throw this in the oven with the chicken at 350 degrees for around 15 to 20 minutes as well. All right, so our salmon is done as well. Same thing, I'm just going to let this cool, put it away. They can have that for dinners or salad toppers or whatever they want that for as well. All right, so I'm also gonna prepare some more taco seasoning for the week. I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna prepare it, and then I also have the recipe in the description box down below. And I always just prepare my seasonings, whether it be taco seasoning or ranch seasoning, right in the bag that I'm going to leave it in. Just makes it super convenient and easy. So we're gonna put in there 2 tablespoons of chili powder. 1 tablespoon of cumin. 1 tablespoon of sea salt. And if you haven't noticed, I'm not like worried about being super precise. 1/2 tablespoon of black pepper. 1/2 tablespoon of paprika. 1 teaspoon of oregano. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, and 1/8 teaspoon of cayenne. I like cayenne, so sometimes I put a little more. And legit, I just close it up and just give it a shake. And then you have taco seasoning for when you need it. And you can even double the batch if you want to. I didn't have enough seasonings to be able to double the batch, but I usually like to double it. And over here in this pan, I'm just cooking up some ground beef. I'm actually going to make a recipe with that, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do with that here in just a little bit. All right, so our ground beef is finished. I'm just going to drain this, and then I'll show you how I'm gonna prepare, we're gonna be making chimichangas. All right, so the ground beef is done. I'm going to throw some taco seasoning in there. I'm going to throw a can of green chilies in there. Just going to stir this around. Add a little water. Now I'm just going to add in some cream cheese. This will make it nice and creamy. Alright, so our meat mixture is done. Again, this is 2 pounds of ground beef, about 3/4 a block of cream cheese, taco seasoning, and green chilies. I'm just gonna take these low-carb Mission tortillas, and I did heat them up a little bit in the microwave, but I'm just gonna fill these up about that full, and then I'm going to fold them up. Just like that, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Trust me, I am not a perfect cook. But I'm just gonna finish these, and then we're gonna fry them up in a pan with avocado oil. And in this pan, I just have a fairly decent amount of avocado oil, and I'm just gonna fry them up in here. Yeah, buddy. All right, our chimichangas are done, and they look and smell delicious. So this is actually going to be our dinner tonight, so we're gonna enjoy this tonight. All right, that made 8 chimichangas, and we had all this meat left over, so I'll just throw this meat in a container, and we can have that for like a burrito or just to eat. Right, so the next thing I'm going to make in these bowls here are the keto lemon blueberry muffins. I'm gonna start out by putting the dry ingredients in here, and then I'll throw the wet ingredients in here, and then I will mix them. So it calls for 2.5 cups of almond flour. 6 tablespoons of erythritol. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm just gonna stir this up. 3 large eggs. 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. And I like a pretty strong lemon flavor, so I'm gonna add a 1/2 tablespoon of this lemon juice as well. 6 tablespoons of milk of your choice. All right, then in this bowl there is 1/3 cup of coconut oil I'm just gonna put in here. I'm gonna stir this up. Great. Now I'm just gonna pour my wet ingredients into my dry ingredients. I'm just gonna line my baking sheet with these little cupcake liners. All right, now I'm just gonna fill each one of these as evenly as I possibly can. All right, so last but not least, I am going to add some blueberries to the very top of this. I'm probably just gonna do about 4 blueberries per muffin. I like to add them to the top because blueberries tend to sink to the bottom, and I don't like the bottom to be all mushy with blueberries. So we are going to bake this at 350 degrees, which my oven is already preheated, and we're gonna bake it for about 19 to 25 minutes. All right, y'all, so the lemon blueberry muffins are done, and they smell absolutely promising. Let me just tell you that. Again, this will be in my next how did it taste video, because I'm going to combine the video from a week or 2 ago with this one, since this is really the only new recipe that I tried. But these are absolutely looking delicious. So I'm gonna let them cool, and then I'm gonna put them away. All right, y'all, so that concludes my meal prep video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I hope that you guys found this video inspirational and motivational to meal prep and batch cook for you and your family. Again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And don't forget to go out there and make today even better than yesterday. And I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.